Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Captain Bailey's Adventures, and happy Homebrew Wednesday. That's what today is. It's Wednesday, and homebrew up. Of course, my head dissipated again. Not bad for a clone brew of something that I've never had before. But it tastes like an English ale, malty, sweet, not much hop presence. So what are we going to talk about today? Just a quick one, just a little update, Homebrew Wednesday. My next brew, which I'll be brewing this weekend, so be looking forward to a video coming out this weekend, which will be me brewing my go-to porter, my shadowed Innsmouth porter. If you don't know what shadowed Innsmouth is, then you're obviously not a Lovecraft fan or weird fiction reader. But it's based on H.P. Lovecraft's Shadows over Innsmouth story. And so this is a dark brew, something to drink by the docks, So the grains are as here. This is my award-winning beer that I won third place in 2017 at a local, well, not local, north of me. I never went to it, but I sent my beers in, entered a contest. NJ Hops was, I think, running it. NJ Hops. I don't know if there's still an organization over here or not or whatever, but back then they were doing it, at the New Jersey, I guess. I don't know, one of those festivals where they do all kinds of blue ribbon type thing, for all different categories, not just homebrewing. So I won third place in 2017 for this brew, and I have not been able to replicate it since. Meaning, my one shop that closed, I could get Breeze traditional dried dark, as you can see, dark cocoa color, dry malt extract. So the original recipe that I won this for had 2 ounces of East Kent Goldings at 60, and then an ounce of Fuggles at Flame Out, along with this at Flame Out. And hey, I'm not gonna lie. And I think the only difference is that the yeast has always been different. My go-to English ale yeast is Nottingham, hands down. It's a workhorse. I love it. So that's what I'm going to do with this brew as well. But the original that I won the award for was a liquid ale yeast. I think it was Thames Valley or one of them liquid yeast. The reason why I'm not going with liquid yeast or even trying to replicate it completely is because it's an English ale yeast. You're going to pay more money because it's liquid. And, I haven't done that much research in the liquid ale yeast, but even back then when I was doing it, I would just, throw one in and hope for the best, right? And I've noticed that with the liquid ale yeast, my gravity would always be a little bit higher. I mean, not higher, but the final gravity would be higher. It'll be like 10-20. It wouldn't ferment all the way down to 10-15 or even 10-10, depending on the brew. So that's one factor about the liquid ale yeast. And then another factor is that I've read on forums that you should be throwing in, if you're not going to do a starter and get involved with all the spin plates and all that jazz, then you should do two vials. Well, I'm not spending that kind of money on yeast. So, yeah. First mate over here, he's getting festive. So I'm going to do Nottingham. Hop schedule will be the same. The only other difference, I think, from the original recipe, I think I might have used regular traditional Maris Otter. This is floor malted Maris Otter. And I looked up what the hell is the difference between floor malted and regular Maris Otter. Well, apparently I guess the floor malt, whatever that goes into it, it's more robust, more flavorful, more full body or something along to those effects. So I heard full, more flavor, more aroma. So we'll give that a go. So that's the only other difference. Every other thing would be the same. You'll see that this weekend when we brew what grains or what, because I'll explain it, what's going into it then. But it's traditional porter, maris otter, chocolate malt, I think some rye, and something else I forget. But anyway, the showstopper is this, because for the last several years I could not source this locally at a homebrew shop, because that's what I was doing. I was going to a local homebrew shop, so I wanted to put my money into that and not have to go online. Now I'm forced to order everything online, which is kind of strange because the prices online through this guy up north is pretty comparative to what I was spending here with the shipping. If I could go there, if he was around the corner, he'd be way cheaper. He's at exactly like $10 or $15 cheaper than my local homebrew shop was. I mean, for the dry malt extract at my local homebrew, he was exactly the same price as it is on Northern Brewer or any of the big box stores. They want $17 to $18 for 3 pounds. He was the same. Then he would have some sales. It would go down to 14. But this guy online, I think he's 14 something, 14 and change for DME. Okay, so like I said, when you round up without shipping, this brew I think was like $33. Like at my local shop when I had to pick it up and everything else, like even the yeast, even his Nottingham yeast is cheap. It's like $3 or $4, what it used to be like 10 years ago or whatever it was when I first started. Yeast was like that. The guy that just closed down, he was like, I think for Nottingham and whatever La Brew, they were like anywhere between $6 and $7.99 a sachet. This guy I think was cheaper. Like I said, so the total bill was like $35. That's like $10 cheaper than what I was paying. But I gotta pay anywhere between $11 and $15 for shipping. So that brings me right back up to $44, $45. The more ingredients I get or whatever supplies I need, obviously it's going to be more. So, and for this brew, I'm not going to put in Irish moss because I'm out. And when I ordered this, I didn't order anymore. But I mean, does it really do anything? I mean, look how cloudy that is. I mean, I don't know. I'm not. As Craig Tube always said, who wants clear beer? I mean. It is what it is. I drink it. I'm not trying to win any more awards, so it's just me and sharing with some friends, who want to try it. So, with that said, I think with the dark beer anyway, it's going to be so black and dark that why would I need to put Irish moss in it anyway, as a clearing agent? I mean, whatever. So, with that said, I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy your Wednesday night. I will be. And let's wrap this up. And so we'll see you on the next one. We'll see you on the brew day. And until we do it again, my friends, remember, let's set sail.